Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Doctor Who, story number 89, The Face of Evil. And I don't mean to like punch the number every time because it's just gonna keep going up, but I still 89 stories at this point. So story 89, The Face of Evil. This is the one that introduces the new companion of Leela, which, for those who don't know if that name sounds familiar, Futurama is named after Leela, so it makes sense. 4 episodes. This is the first story to bring us into 1977. That's even that alone. It's mind-blowing. So, overall, it's a good story. Even at 4 episodes, it seems to drag in parts. You probably could have cut out a whole episode and not have missed a beat. So the Doctor shows up, the whole thing of Leela being there is no Zion or whatever. And then when he's offering everybody jelly babies and she's like, they say the evil one eats babies. It's so bad. It's actually really good. So Leela brings the Doctor around and he sees his own face in a rock, like Mount Rushmore style. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this story, and I'll kind of talk about it more at the end, but it's clearly the 4th Doctor in the rock, and he's like, oh, that's me. So it's kind of weird. So as we keep going, I love the whole Eva, the hotline to God. That line was phenomenal. I really liked that. The scene that could have easily been cut out is the bug scene where the bugs can devour people in 10 seconds or whatever, eat a whole man's arm. And I like the Doctor where he's like, who's that guy? And he flings the bug onto his arm. But the whole, it's one shot. The rope gets thinner, but it also goes faster. That whole scene. Cut it, you'd be fine. Wouldn't miss anything. So it turns out that years ago, there was a survey team from Earth. They crashed. All these people are the descendants. And now the Doctor has to find out why the computer has basically become God. Once they go up into the face, and it's do we go up your nose? No! It's over the teeth and down the throat. And it's oh, okay, this just gets weirder and weirder. So it turns out the Doctor had been here before, put his own personality into the ship, but forgot to wipe it out. Now, when did this happen? There's all sorts of theories. Realistically, there could be an infinite number of stories that we've never seen between stories and stuff. Now, when you go back to, especially the 1st Doctor, where each story instantly led into the next, it's a little bit tougher. But you look at 3 and 4 and stuff like that, they don't do that as much anymore. So there's tons of stories that could be in between other stories, which, you get the audio adventures and all sorts of stuff like that. The big theory is when the Doctor first regenerates into 4, he gets in the TARDIS, it makes the noise, but it doesn't go anywhere, and then he sticks his head out, and that's when he grabs Sarah Jane to go with him. Now, did he actually go somewhere and then just materialize back in the same instance? That's the theory, is that he actually came to this planet, all sorts of scrambled, and he's helping these people, which is why he also forgot to do the mind wipe, and then he goes back to grab Sarah Jane, and that's why he's a little bit more lucid. I don't know. It's a theory. It's out there. Who cares? It's just a story. Overall, I did like it. I think it was kind of interesting. I don't mind Leela. I guess Tom Baker really was kind of against her, supposedly. But I don't mind her. I think she's actually kind of interesting as far as just being the warrior woman. So I'm curious what you guys think. Go ahead, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time for the Robots of Death.